A very good afternoon and welcome to the Commentary Hub's coverage of Scottish football, the Cinch Scottish Premiership. I'm your host Jack Hesson, your commentator Jack Hesson even, and for the next hour and 45 minutes we'll be taking you through one of the biggest derbies in Scottish football, perhaps British football, maybe potentially even European or world football. Certainly one of the oldest, dating back all the way to 1875. It is of course Edinburgh Hibernian versus Heart of Midlothian. And we should be in for a excellent encounter this afternoon. Looking at the lineups then, and goals for Hibs is number 1, David Marshall, Scotland veteran. It's a backline of Chris Cadden, Rocky Bashiri, who returns from loan last season, Ryan Porteous, and Mayan Cabrera, a free agent who they signed from Dinamo Zagreb. The midfield two for them are Noah Kenna, another new signing, and Joe Newell. It's an attacking midfield three of Elias Hoff Melkerson and Josh Campbell on the left and right hand side. Playing down the middle is Ewan Henderson, another new signing from Celtic, and up front is Loni Fode Ele Yuan for Heart of Midlothian. Hearts this afternoon. It's another Scotland veteran, Craig Gordon, in goals. A backline of Alex Cochrane, Kyle Rolls, recent signing from Central Coast Mariners, Craig Halkett, who of course returns for his third season at Hearts, and Michael Smith playing at right back. It's a midfield three with Barry Mackay and Alan Forrest, the two scorers from last week's win against Ross County, playing on the left and the right-hand side. A midfield two with Peter Haring and Jorge Grant. And it's an interesting attacking lineup for Hibs, with Liam Boyce returning for yet another season. And new signing from Beershot, Dundee United fans will know him well, is Lauren Shanklin, looking to try and make his mark on the Cinch Premiership this season in his return to Scottish football. And we are just minutes away from kickoff. It's looking like a fever pitch atmosphere at Easter Road. As I said, both teams getting off to an absolutely flying start to the season. Hibs getting a win over St Johnstone, 10-man St Johnstone. And Hearts battling a win against Ross County, 2-1. As I said, Alan Forrest and Barry Mackay with the goals. And we're just waiting for kickoff here. So the players going towards the touchline, perhaps a delay of the game, or a bit of tactical manoeuvring perhaps, as there seems to be an influx of players on the near side towards the main stand. Hearts will be attacking towards the left-hand side of the main stand, wearing, of course, their traditional maroon top. Hibs wearing their traditional home top, the all green in the middle with the white shoulders and white shorts. And we are kicked off now here at Easter Road. And as I said, what should be a great encounter. Rocky Bashiri on the ball now. Hibs have it on the right-hand side. Ball's played up towards Yuan. Heads it on only as far as Barry Mackay. Well blocked out by Rocky. By Kenna even. Cochrane has the ball in the centre circle. Tries to play it towards the middle. Well intercepted by Ewan Henderson. Hearts have the ball back. Michael Smith, of course, a veteran for Hearts and Northern Ireland. Kenna on the ball. Shanklin manages to intercept it off him, but his touch leads it all the way back to David Marshall, of course, a hero of Scotland's qualification for Euro 2020 in the shootouts. Finds himself in Scottish football yet again for the first time in, well, about 15, 16 years since the last time David Marshall was in Scottish football, of course, with Celtic. He finds himself back at Hibs, who managed to snap him up on a free. He was, of course, linked with Celtic just a couple of years ago. They opted for Vasilis Barkas instead. You know how that ended. Nonetheless, Hibs have the ball at the moment. Porteous back to Marshall. Just trying to keep a hold of possession at the moment, Hibs. Ball's played all the way up towards Ewan Henderson, who gets it down. Yuan's there to pick up the ball, but Peter Haring in the midfield is getting stuck in. Kenna's on the ball now. Kenna tries to take it past too many Hearts players, but he is fouled in the process, and John Beaton does blow for the foul. And here come Hibs on the ball. Crossed all the way towards, well cleared. Haring clears it further, only as far as Cabrera. Porteous now. Hibs have the ball back deep in their own half. It's Kenna. Kenna plays the ball towards Cabrera. Cabrera tries to play the cross early, well intercepted by Halkett, only as far as Henderson. Henderson back to Cabrera on the left-hand side. He still has Henderson in support. He's going to try and square up to Michael Smith. Gets it back to Henderson. Henderson tries to go for the byline, and it's kept out. I believe that is for a goal kick to Hearts. Can't unfortunately guarantee goals for you this afternoon. I have to unfortunately tell you that last season these two were involved in 3-0 each draws. However, Hibs do need to try and get a win over their Edinburgh rivals. They haven't beaten Hearts in 7 games since 2019. December 2019, of course, Hearts in that time did have a stint in the Scottish Championship, getting relegated that following season. Hearts are on the ball now, and they have it in the middle of the park. It's by Mackay, well intercepted by Henderson. Kenna's there to again pick it up, and he's fouled. It's going to be a free kick to Hearts in the middle of the field. Get a cagey start to this game so far. Perhaps an early goal for either side would potentially settle any nerves. You do find the longer that with this kind of fixture, the longer it goes on, the more cagier it does get. Both teams more scared of losing it than winning it. And the cross is all the way towards Porteous from the free kick. Porteous can't get a good head on it. It's out for a goal kick, which Craig Gordon will take. Craig Gordon back for yet another season after winning Scottish Football Writers Player of the Year last season, getting Hearts to a third place finish and guaranteeing group stage football. They are, of course, in the Europa League playoffs. It's Boyce on the ball at the moment. He holds the ball down well. Gets it to Alan Forrest. By Mackay even. Cochrane in the middle of the park. Tries to switch it towards Barry Mackay. And a clever header there from Cabrera. Manages to get the ball back to David Marshall's hands. He rolls it out to Ryan Porteous. Porteous now looking for his options. Boyce was closing in. He's got Cabrera on the left-hand side. Most things coming through Cabrera at the moment. A good turn of pace there from Yuan, but it was well dealt with by Craig Halkett. Craig Halkett gets it to Barry Mackay. Mackay tries to play a pass towards Lawrence Shankland, and Shankland just didn't have his footing right to get to the ball there. Goes straight back to Marshall, who gives it to Bashiri. Bashiri is going to play it across the back. Hibs having the bulk of possession in the opening stages of the game. We're 5 minutes in, and Hibs 0, Hearts 0. Still looking for that opening chance of the game. Craig Gordon, a botched clearance there, goes towards Kenna in the middle of the park. Can Hibs make something of it there? It's well intercepted by Peter Haring. Craig Gordon has the ball again. He's going to hoof it forward. It goes all the way to Rocky Bashiri, who plays it all the way back to David Marshall. Marshall now looking for his options. He's going to go long this time, or is he? Doesn't have a lot of options short, so he does go long. All the way towards Josh Campbell. But it's out for a throw-in for Cochrane to take on the near side. Cochrane, of course, left back. They signed. Hearts have signed from Brighton on a free transfer. Hearts, both teams making a number of signings this season. And of course, one of them for Hibs, and the big one for Hibs this afternoon on the bench is Martin Boyle, who was just announced yesterday his return to Easter Road. And they're on the ball at the moment. Hibs, Yuan, he's trying to get it on the byline, tries to get across in towards Henderson. It's cleared as far as Newell. Kenna gets the ball. He gives it to Cadden. Cadden tries to get across in, but it goes all the way over to the opposite side where Michael Smith is there to try and clear it. He does make a clearance, but it goes all the way back to Ryan Porteous. Porteous now to Rocky Bashiri. Bashiri, Hibs feeling like they've got a bit of energy here. Cadden to Campbell. Campbell back to Cadden. Yuan gets across, gets the shot away. Craig Gordon is there. Might have taken a deflection, which sort of took the sizzle off of Yuan's shot. A great little bit of play there. Great ball in from Cadden, and Yuan just can't get his footing right. I believe it was Kyle Rolls that was there to intercept it. It goes gratefully all the way back to Craig Gordon. Shankland on the ball, gets it to Grant. Grant to Halkett. Halkett to Michael Smith. Smith has Boyce in the middle. Barry Mackay. This is some great football here. Well intercepted by Bashiri, but his touch lands the ball right back at Barry Mackay. Bashiri playing high up the field now. Can Hearts take advantage of that? They're going to just try and play it back. A lot of Hibs players surrounding them at the moment. They managed to get the ball back. Good pressure there from Hibs. They try and play it all the way across. Is Campbell going to get to it on the far side? He is able to get to that. He tries to play the ball forward and it just hits off Cadden and gratefully lands at Hoggate Grant. Hearts have the ball again. It's Halkett. Halkett to Michael Smith. Smith now looking for his options. He has Haring in the middle. He has Grant there as well. He switches it towards Rolls. Rolls plays it now to Liam Boyce, who's came deep for the ball. Back to Rolls. Hearts just looking and probing now. It's Hearts' turn to have a spell of the ball. Perhaps that half chance there for Hibs has given them a bit of a wake-up ball. The ball's played all the way across to Liam Boyce and intercepted by Rocky Bashiri, who gets it out close to a corner, but it does end up a throw-in in a dangerous position for Hearts to attack. Michael Smith will take this throw-in at the far side. Is he going to take the option of trying to get it into the box? No, he's going to take it short to Barry Mackay, who gives it back to Smith. Smith tries to get the cross in, and I believe it is deflected. It's going to be the first corner of the game, and that first corner of the game goes to Hearts. Again, it's both sides needing to try and get the chances going. Hibs looked a bit dangerous there. Perhaps it's Hearts' turn now to get the opportunity. It's Grant who's going to take the corner, and he tries to pass it into the box, essentially. Doesn't work, but they still have the ball at the moment. Grant tries to get it back in again. Well cleared by Hibs. These Hearts still have the ball at the moment. It's by Mackay. Mackay all the way up. He tries to get it across. Shankland tried to get it across there. David Marshall is there, and he's going to try and play that out quickly to get Hibs going. Porteous plays a great ball towards Yuan. Is there the option in the middle? He tries to go on the shot himself. It is a tight angle, and Craig Gordon is there to save it and get it out for a corner to Hibs. That was a great ball forward for Yuan to chase, and he just hesitates. You can see Michael Smith coming in and closing in on him. He doesn't really look for the options. He scuffs his shot, still manages to get it away. Gordon is near post. I don't think he's going to get beaten there. And it is out for a corner. Henderson to deliver. Hibs fans have heard that one before. Of course, his brother did play for them in that famous Scottish Cup final. He delivers now. He goes in towards Kenna. And I believe John Beaton has blown for a foul in the box. John Beaton, the referee today. Should be in for an interesting time from the half point of the season when VAR is introduced to Scottish football. Something that many have been asking for. Hibs have the ball at the moment. Tries to play it forward. They can't get communication right there. Cadden tries to play the pass towards Newell, and another pass towards Newell goes astray. Bashiri on the ball now. Bashiri to Porteous. Porteous looking for the long option. Tries to play the ball towards Campbell. It's a powerful pass, but it's cleared away. Hibs still have the ball. Yuan, good, brilliant hold-up play there. And he plays it towards Chris Cadden. Does Cadden have the option in the box? It's played away all the way back towards Cabrera. Cabrera now tries a bit of skill, but well dealt with by Haring. Michael Smith clears. Was he fouled by Henderson? Beaton's decision there, slightly unclear. And again, Hibs looking slightly more dangerous in attack. That was an excellent bit of play there. Great ball in, all the way across. Just somebody just has to get on the end of it and put their foot out. Nobody's there. It looks as if Ewan Henderson might have gotten on the end of that. But Lee Johnson's men still find themselves nothing each. And just as I was saying there, they do look more dangerous in attack at the moment, Hibs. They have potentially perhaps had the better of the first half so far. We are just 12 minutes in. Hibs 0, Hearts 0. And they have the ball now, tries to play it forward. Cochrane is there to intercept. It goes as far as Kenna. And there's a foul blown on Cochrane. For Royals even. It was a cynical foul by the Hibs man, Josh Campbell, who of course was the scorer in last week's game against St Johnstone, a late winner. It was St Johnstone's turn yesterday to get the late winner against Motherwell. They won 2-1. Stevie May with the winner. Get them off to a better start than they were last season. Benedict Derby at the moment is still 0-0. Cadden tries to play the ball towards Yuan. It's well intercepted by Halkett. Yuan seemingly causing some issues for Hearts' back line. The sold-up play so far has been excellent. Seems to show a good turn of pace as well. Hibs no intercepts Haring, but it's given as a foul by John Beaton. Hearts have the ball at the moment. It's Rolls to Cochrane. Cochrane plays it forward towards Alan Forrest, the new man. Cochrane in the middle of the park now. Brilliant tackle there from Kenna to intercept. Hearts, however, still have the ball at the moment. Michael Smith to Barry Mackay. Mackay plays a lovely little pass to Michael Smith, well intercepted by Henderson and cleared by Cabrera. As far as Yuan, he's causing issues again at the back line. However, they deal with it. And Hibs on the ball now, plays the ball towards Campbell, given as offside by linesman. And again, just an example there of Yuan really causing some issues there. Great pass, good advancing run there from Kenna to get the pass towards Campbell, but it does show in the replay that he is quite offside there. Bashiri again with another excellent clearance. And Hearts have the throw in at the near side with Cochrane to take. And the throw in is taken. Hearts go again. It's Cochrane. Cochrane switches the play back to Barry Mackay. Doige now. But Doige even Campbell. Plays all the way back. Cochrane's there. Cochrane to Gordon. Gordon tries to play it across. Plays it in the middle. Tackled by Kenna. It's going to be a foul on Peter Haring. Hearts will have the ball in the middle of the park with 16 minutes played here. Hearts 0, Hibs 0. Perhaps Lee Johnson will be the happier of the two managers so far. Robbie Nielsen looking slightly agitated. Feels like his team will need to get a grip on the game by Mackay. Mackay tries to advance it forward, takes a poor touch there. It's out for a throw in to Hibs. And it's Ryan Porteous at the back line, plays it towards Marshall. Marshall back to Porteous. Porteous looking for his options. Plays an advancing ball forward towards Yuan. Yuan gets there, he's on the left-hand side. He's got Halkett there. Halkett deals with him. He's looking for a foul, Yuan, but the ref waves play on. It's Halkett on the right-hand side, plays the ball towards Barry Mackay. Can Hearts get a break of play here? Ball's played towards Lawrence Shanklin. Does he have Liam Boyce in the middle? He takes on Rocky Bashiri. He goes for the shot. It's curling and it's wide. Well wide of the goal for Lawrence Shanklin. I believe the referee might have seen a deflection there. Just taking a look at the replay back. It may have taken a deflection off Rocky Bashiri. And it did. It's going to be a corner to Hearts, the second corner of the game. Hopefully goes better than the previous one for Hoggy Grant, new signing from Peterborough United. Looking for his options in the midfield. Plays it in. Does he find any options? No, he only finds a Hibs man, but it's cleared as far as Forrest. Back into Grant. Can Grant get the cross away this time? He goes all the way back. Is it to Lawrence Shankland? It's to Craig Halkett, and it's over the bar. And this time it is a goal kick for Hibs. Again, Hearts showing really threatening nature there. It was an excellent opportunity for Lawrence Shankland. He could have looked for Boyce in the middle, but Boyce didn't seem to have the space covered. Porteous did appear to have the better of Liam Boyce in that situation. And Shankland went for the effort. It was, of course, deflected, so could have been a better shot had the deflection from Rocky Bashiri, who's looking solid in this game so far, dealing with anything that is coming across. And he's just been intercepted there by Alan Forrest, but he manages to recover and get the ball towards Elias Hoffman. So for throw in, Chris Cadden to take. Cadden looking for his options. Yuan comes close. He goes back to Rocky Bashiri. Bashiri all the way back to Marshall. Marshall to Porteous. And it's Peter Haring in the middle of the park. Haring now. Both played all the way across to Alan Forrest. Can he work a bit of magic here for Hearts? He's trying to take on two players. He tries to cut inside. Weaves towards the byline. Gets a cross in. And it's well intercepted there by Josh Campbell. And out for another Hearts throw it. A Hearts corner even. Alan Forrest. Good bit of footwork there. Said he got the goal last week in a 2-1 win over Ross County. Brother of James Forrest of Celtic. Hoggy Grant going to take the corner this time on the near side. All the other corners have been on the far side. Will that make a difference for right-footed Grant? It's played in from Liam Boyce. It's flicked across and it's all the way out for a throw-in on the opposite side for Hibs. What is that for Hibs, I think? The referee's maybe seen a deflection there. Henderson concedes the ball back to Michael Smith of Heart of Midlothian to take the throw in on the far side. He takes that towards Shanklin. Shanklin takes the ball down well to Grant. Grant plays it into Michael Smith. Smith plays it across. The linesman is already blown for the offside. And it's a promising bit of play there from Hearts. Again, looking slightly more dangerous now, coming into the game a bit more. Still anybody's guess who the opening goal is going to go to in the Edinburgh Derby this afternoon, if we are going to get any goals, which I believe we might. Hearts have the ball at the moment. It's Barry Mackay on the left-hand side this time, showing a great bit of footwork. Plays the ball in towards Lawrence Shankland. Shankland, does he get a shot on goal? He does! Lawrence Shankland opens the scoring in the Edinburgh Derby for Hearts and silences Easter Road. He's proving to be a formidable signing for Hearts. That's his first goal in a maroon shirt. And what a way to get your first goal for Hearts. Excellent bit of play there by Mackay on the left-hand side. He flicks the ball up. A lovely pass all the way towards Shankland. Kenna can't get there. David Marshall comes out. Shankland just has to try and tap it across and away from David Marshall. He gets the ball, puts it through Marshall's legs, and Ryan Porteous tries to recover the ball at the end there, and it's just not enough. He maybe, if he's more composed, may potentially have got the clearance there, but a lovely bit of control there from Shankland. A lovely finish through the legs of David Marshall. And what a way to get your first goal for Hearts against Hibs. And Hearts, who were looking a bit more dangerous in the past 5 minutes or so, have made that danger and that control count for something. They have the lead in the Edinburgh Derby. It is still early. They're looking, however, to see, did that hit off of Lawrence Shankland's arm? Did he control it with his arm? And that is the question there. It looks on the replay that it may have hit his chest. It may have, in the angle, it does potentially look like it's hit his arm there to control it. But it is difficult to tell. It's one of those ones that you do need VAR for. But even then, it still comes under heavy contention about. And I'm sure if this is how this game ends, there'll be plenty of debate on both sides of Edinburgh about that decision. However, a great little pass there from Barry Mackay towards Lawrence Shankland. Hibs looking to respond at the moment. It's Yuan on the left-hand side. He's going to take on Michael Smith. Tries to get past him. Well dealt with by Michael Smith. And it's out for a throw-in to Hibs on the far side. Hibs will want to try and respond quickly here. Cabrera to Yuan, who's dropped deep. Does he have Ken as an option? He tries to play the ball all the way across. And Cochrane, perhaps foolishly, tries to go and intercept that there. He could have ended up diverting that goalwards, but it just goes away from Cochrane's head. Could have been a potential banana skin there for Alex Cochrane. But it is out for a goal kick to Hearts. How do Hibs respond to this? Going 1-0 down in their own house. And they haven't beaten Hearts in 7 games. December 2019, of course, the last time they got a win over the Edinburgh rivals. And Hearts, are they going to be looking to try and get the second goal here? It's Barry Mackay plays another excellent ball towards Liam Boyce. Liam Boyce gets on the end of it, and he's just too far out to get a decent header on that. David Marshall was able to deal with that easily. But again, Barry Mackay, I noticed he has been switched to the left-hand side. He was playing on the right, but he was recently switched to the left, probably just about when the goal went in. An inspired decision by Robbie Nielsen to make that particular change, and it's paying off for Hearts so far, because again, there's an excellent pass there from Barry Mackay towards Liam Boyce this time. Bashiri to Cadden. Hibs trying to respond. Josh Campbell tries to get in front of Cochrane to get the pass, but he can't get his footing right, and it's out for a throw-in for Alex Cochrane to take. 25 minutes played here. It's Hibs 0, Hearts 1. A replay is shown of the incident involving Lawrence Shankland. Does he control it with his arm? That is the question. It is difficult to tell, even from the closest replays, whether or not that hits his arm first, or even if it does hit his arm, does it hit his chest first? But Hearts pushing forward. Alan Forrest on the right-hand side. He's got Michael Smith on the overlap. He's going to continue going on himself. He's angling up for the shot outside the box. And it goes well wide. Goal kick for David Marshall to take of Hibs. But no, it is a difficult one to see, even in the tightest of angles. I think even VAR would struggle to make the correct call in that one. It's going to be one of those ones that, as I said, if this game ends like this, we're going to be hearing about it for a bit to come. Rocky Bashiri tries to lump the ball towards Yuan. Is he fouled there by Craig Halkett? He's on the ground. Halkett's arm did appear to raise, but John Beaton doesn't appear to show anything there. A replay will show he just shoulders into Yuan. Perhaps a battle of strength. John Beaton, difficult to tell what he has given there. I believe he has given a foul. And he's going to give Craig Halkett a talking to. He did not give a foul, actually gave a drop ball, because Yuan did go down holding his head. Still did have a word with Halkett there before the drop ball. Hearts have the ball at the moment. It's Rolls. Rolls plays it up towards Jorge Grant, but it goes all the way back to David Marshall. David Marshall rolls it out to Porteous. How will Hibs respond here? That is the question. And if you're a Hibs supporter, you want that response to be as quick as possible. Haring sees the ball out. Manages to win a throw in for Michael Smith to take in the middle of the park. on the far side. Smith looking for his options. Plays it all the way back towards Rolls. Rolls plays it forward. Rocky Bashiri's there, but his clearance goes as far as Shankland, who gets the ball to Boyce. Boyce tries to turn Rocky Bashiri, but ends up on the ground. Bashiri has the ball now. Pushed forward towards Yuan. Rolls is there to deal with it on the right-hand side. Yuan causing a bit of pressure there. Hibs going to take this throw quickly. Yuan quick to respond, but his touch is poor. Hoggy Grant gets in front of him and wins the foul for Hearts to take. And looking at the game so far, only 15% of the ball has been played in Hearts' end of the field, which is surprising given how it did appear that Hibs had the better start to the game. They looked like they were getting a couple of decent chances, decent opportunities, still waiting for that shot on target until Craig Gordon was tested by Yuan. Hibs on the ball now. Campbell wins the throw on the near side in the attacking third. And John Beaton actually blew for a foul just further back. Newell's going to take this. Ewan Henderson also coming forward to potentially give an option at this free kick. Is this a chance for Hibs here? Porteous plays it in towards... Is it? Oh, it's cleared! Well cleared by Lawrence Shankland, of all people. Doing it at the front and doing it at the back as well. Newell, ball's played in. Porteous, the ball's then played across, and it's almost landing for Elias Hoff-Melkerson, but well cleared by Lawrence Shankland. They have, however, won a throw-in, Hibs. It's the first of the game. Second of the game, even. Played in by Newell. Cleared by Hearts. Are they going to pick up on the ball? It's going to go as far as Cabrera. Cabrera tries to play the ball back in. Cochrane's there. Good control. Tries to play it in the middle of the park, and he's dispossessed. And it's played in. Is this a chance here? Newell over the bar. Good opportunity there for Joe Newell there to try and test Craig Gordon. He just can't get his shot right. He's got a Hearts player in front of him. And again, looking at that, excellent chance there for Hibs to take the lead. Melkerson is so close there to getting on the end of that ball across. It's a long ball from Hearts at the moment. Shankland keeps it down well, but Porteous is there to recover. Marshall now plays it back towards Porteous. Porteous is a poor pass, and is that going to be an opportunity for Hearts? But they can't get control of the ball, and it's Kenna now who's going to play the long ball towards Melkerson. Melkerson now on the right-hand side. Does he have options? He's got support with Campbell. Campbell plays the ball all the way across towards Henderson. It's cleared by Hearts. Only as far as Cadden on the right-hand side. Cadden gets it to Campbell, to Melkerson. Melkerson is going to try and play it across the middle. It's a great save from Craig Gordon. Stunning save from the Scotland goalkeeper to keep Hearts in the lead. It's an excellent pass there from Melkerson across into the box. Yuan's there with the header. It's a header across the goal. He does everything right there, Yuan. But Craig Gordon pulls off a stunning save to keep it at 1-0 to Hearts. It's going to be a corner. Newell to take. Hibs applying pressure now. Corner's taken in. It goes all the way to Craig Gordon. And the pressure is relieved there for Hearts. An interesting bit of spell of possession for Hibs there. They were looking dangerous on the ball. And they'll need to try and keep up that momentum if they're going to get back into the game. They have the ball at the moment with Cadden. Cadden to Rocky Bashiri. There's a Hibs man on the ground at the moment. Are they going to kick it out? He is still on the ground, and he's holding his head, so beating does stop the play. It appears to be Josh Campbell, goal scorer last weekend. Lon Shanklin with a cynical challenge there on him. It looks like a stamp even. Again, something that someone will definitely be writing a list here of what's going on if Hibs do lose this game. Again, it's one of those ones where it doesn't look like much. I don't think it would have been a red card, but again, VAR coming in the second half of the season. We'll see what decisions like that are looked upon. Hibs, 35 minutes played here. Hibs nil, Hearts 1. Lon Shanklin with the opening goal, his first goal in a maroon shirt. Looking to try and prove himself in Scottish football again in the Scottish Premiership after a disappointing season with Dundee United. Just 7 goals after scoring 28 in the Championship. And there's a foul being given. Ryan Porteous with an aggressive challenge there on Liam Boyce. He managed to get a booking. He just wraps his leg around Liam Boyce there. And Ryan Porteous is a player who, he is an aggressive player. It's well known he's an aggressive player. It's only his first booking of the season. It has only been 2 games. He is often told and informed about his aggressiveness on the ball. It does lead to a number of red cards and bookings and fouls. And he does receive a booking there for that challenge on Liam Boyce. I think if you're a betting man, a red card for Ryan Porteous right now doesn't sound like a bad bet. The ball's played all the way towards Cochrane. Cochrane's going to take the throw. Oh, that's a very clever play there towards Alan Forrest, and Forrest tries to get the ball across. That's an excellent throw there. Quick throw all the way to Alan Forrest, who's sitting behind the Hibs line. Hibs were sleeping, and he just couldn't get the ball back across towards Lon Shanklin. The ball's played up, and Hibs now have a throw in further up the field. It's Cadden on the ball. Plays it all the way back towards Rocky Bashiri. Bashiri passes back to Marshall. Marshall to Porteous. Porteous to Cabrera. Cabrera to Joe Newell. Newell back to Rocky Bashiri. Looking for his options on the right-hand side. He has Cadden. Cadden has Elkerson in support. Elkerson now all the way back to Rocky Bashiri. Hearts holding strong at the moment. Joe Newell. Newell, a cross ball towards Yuan, but it's all the way out for a goal kick to Hearts for Craig Gordon to take. And Yuan, as I said, he has been causing problems for Hearts this afternoon. He's creating chances. His hold-up play has been good. The loanee for Hibs up front this afternoon. But of course, Hibs do have a secret weapon that they'll be looking to use in the second half, and it is Martin Boyle, who's returning, and I have little to no doubt that we should be seeing him at some point later on in the game, especially if Hibs are needing that win or equaliser even. Craig Gordon has the ball, goes all the way back to Rolls. Rolls plays it all the way across to Shanklin, well intercepted by Rocky Bashiri. And don't forget, you can follow the Commentary Hub on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is @CommentaryLive1. And why not visit our Facebook? The best way to follow the Commentary Hub, go to facebook.com/the Commentary Hub. And we are 38 minutes played here. Hearts 0, Hibs 1 in the Edinburgh Derby, the 331st competitive Edinburgh derby, going all the way back to 1875. A foul was blown there on Kenna. Free kick for Hearts. Again, Lon Shanklin coming deep and drawing the fouls. Seems to be a noticeable tactic of one of the two Hearts strikers to come deep in support of the midfield. It has been rotational across both Liam Boyce and the goal scorer Lon Shanklin. There's a free kick now, a chance to perhaps get the ball into the box. Alan Forrest and Hoggy Grant on the ball. It's close to the halfway line, but Hearts are setting this up as a set piece to get into the box. The big men are up. Alan Forrest with the fake. Hoggy Grant tries to get it all the way towards the back post, and Barry Mackay, is he going to get to it? He's not. It's going to be a throw-in. Ewan Henderson was there to deal with Barry Mackay in that situation. Michael Smith on the far side. He does, again, have the option to try and get the ball into the box. Looking for his options. He plays it short to Grant. Grant back to Smith. Tries to get it in the box. Newell's there to intercept. Newell tackles before Smith can get the ball back. And it's another throw-in. Two Hearts on that near side for Michael Smith to take. He's got Grant in support. He plays it to Grant. Grant plays it back to Smith. Smith back to Grant. Again, well intercepted there by Ewan Henderson. It's going to be another throw-in on the far side for Michael Smith to take. This time he does get it quickly into the box. Liam Boyce tries to get Kenna on the turn. Kenna deals with it, but does end up conceding a corner. It's another corner for Hearts this afternoon. Potentially a chance to double the lead. Grant to take. As he has been taking the corners this afternoon, the new signing from Peterborough. Grant takes that. Doesn't beat the first man. Josh Campbell's there, but his clearance goes all the way back to Grant. Grant managed to skip past El Qasim, but again, Campbell is there to deal with it. He's under a bit of pressure from Grant. It's a good battle here. Grant managed to get past it, but Joel Newell's there to recover. He plays a long ball towards Yuan. Yuan does meet the ball, but no one's there to support him in that situation. And Cochrane of Hearts deals with it gratefully. Rolls on the ball now. Rolls to Michael Smith. Smith to Halkett on the right. Back to Smith in the middle. Craig Gordon. All the way back to Craig Gordon, who lumps it forward towards Liam Boyce and Ryan Porteous. Porteous goes down. Beaton blows for a free kick at the halfway line for Hibs to take it. It's going to be Porteous to take it. He's going to go long all the way towards Cadden. Cadden, a great touch there. Gives it to Campbell in support. Campbell is going to try and bring this into the middle. It plays it all the way back to Rocky Bashiri. Bashiri to Campbell. Campbell back to Bashiri. Bashiri to Porteous. Again, Porteous looking for options. Crosses it across field to Campbell. Switches it across the left-hand side now to Cabraya. Cabraya tries to control it, gets the ball. Poor cross in, well dealt with by Alan Forrest, who then takes a poor touch and manages to recover it before it's out for a corner. It's a throw-in taken quickly by Hibs. Campbell deflected off of Alan Forrest again. Throw-in taken by Cabraya to Campbell in the middle. Campbell skips past one, skips past two. He's got Yuan on the left. Yuan tries to play a clever pass towards Cabraya. Cabraya's not aware of it, and Michael Smith is there to recover and again get out for a throw-in on the far side for Hibs this time. Cabraya's there. He's got Henderson in support with Yuan close by. Goes back to Cabraya. Cabraya manages to get it in the box, but Gordon's presence. He comes out for that and grabs the ball comfortably. It wasn't a threatening cross there by Cabraya. And again, Hibs just lacking that urgency, that consistency and clinical passing. Really, you noticed there when it was a great cross ball towards Cadden, and Cadden looked like he maybe had the options going, but he passed it back, and then it ends up all the way back at Rocky Bashiri, and then it feels like in that situation the momentum goes Hearts defending well to their credit. There's been a good defensive display here from Hearts. Foul blown. I believe it was a head knock on Ryan Porteous and Liam Boyce. Porteous plays a long ball forward. It goes all the way towards Melkerson, and again Craig Gordon is there to get the ball. It was going to be given as an offside anyway. Hibs just probing with the long ball at the moment, as they have been doing for most of the game, in fact. Trying to play it long. Looking at the replay there, it doesn't particularly look offside there. It's a close call. Again, another one for VAR, but regardless, Gordon was there to meet the ball. Gordon's going to play it out from the free kick given for the offside to all the way to Alan Forrest, but it's out for a throw-in to Hibs. Porteous plays it to Rocky Bashiri. He's under a bit of pressure here from Shankland. Gets to Cadden. Mackay there to pressure Cadden. So it goes all the way back to Marshall. Marshall lumps it forward towards Melkerson. Well defended by Hearts. Rocky Bashiri tries to clear the ball. It goes as far as Liam Boyce, who goes all the way back. And under a bit of pressure there, Rose hits it out for a throw-in on the near side for Hibs. It's quickly taken towards Melkerson. Melkerson goes down. Plays on. Hibs still looking to try and get a grip of the ball at the moment, but Hearts have it now. It's Barry Mackay. Mackay back to Cochrane. Cochrane all the way forward towards Alan Forrest. Alan Forrest can't get his footing right. Rocky Bashiri's there to recover. Gives it back to Marshall. Marshall lumps it forward, but it goes straight to the feet of Barry Mackay. Mackay trying to do a bit of footwork there on Cadden. Still managed to keep the ball. Gets it away to Cochrane. Cochrane to Rolls all the way back to Craig Gordon. Gordon lumps it forward. No Heartsmen there. Rocky Bashiri, instead of trying to control it, heads it on towards Cadden. Cadden tries to play the ball down the right hand side. Nobody's there. Yuan's in the middle. Gordon gets there and it's lumped all the way back forward again. The ball's in the air quite a bit at the moment for both sides. Hearts holding strong. We are a minute into 2 minutes of added time. And a bit of back and forth there by Rocky Bashiri and Shanklin showing on the replay. That is given as a foul for Hearts. Alan Forrest and Grant over the ball again. Roughly about the halfway line. They're going to play this as a set piece to see out the second half. Just a minute left, 2 minutes of added time. Hibs nil, Hearts 1. And it's played all the way back to David Marshall. Are they going to try and play this quickly to get a goal before half time? It's Cadden. Cadden now looking for his options. Has to play it back to Rocky Bashiri, who lumps it forward. Nobody's there for it. Craig Halkett clears. Cadden and Cochrane contest for the ball there. Cochrane comes out worse from it. He's holding his head and Beaton stops the play. It was Melkerson and Cochrane there contested for the ball. Hibs will have the throw in at the near side, halfway line. Chris Cadden lumps it forward. Yuan can't get to it. Played all the way back to Kenna. And that is half time here in the Edinburgh Derby. It has been a cagey affair, and really it has been a game of who has taken their chances and who hasn't. And when the one opportunity stepped up for Hearts this afternoon, they were able to take it, with Lawrence Shankland getting the goal for Hearts' first goal in a maroon jersey, coming just 22 minutes into the game. Great assist by Barry Mackay as well. Hibs had the opportunity, but again, well cleared on the line by Lawrence Shankland to stop the ball from getting to Melkerson. And half time here, it's Hibs 0, Hearts 1. We'll be back for the second half shortly. And welcome back. The second half has just kicked off here at Easter Road. We are back again for another 45 minutes of Scottish football. Of course, it is Hearts 1, Hibs 0 at the half-time stage. Hibs looking to try and get the first win over Hearts in 7 games back to 2019. You have to go back to find a Hibs win over Hearts. And they look to respond the second half to that Lawrence Shankland goal. The difference so far, Shankland plays a great ball towards Barry Mackay. Mackay, has he got the opportunity, he tries to cut inside. Porteous is there to intercept. It's deflected to Lawrence Shankland and it's saved well by David Marshall. Manages to pick up the ball again. Barry Mackay, an excellent opportunity there. He just makes the wrong decision. Tries to go inside and beat Ryan Porteous to get himself a clear shot on goal instead of going across and continuing his run. Hibs have the ball at the moment. Henderson all the way towards Newell on the left-hand side. Halkett is there to meet. It's going to be given as a foul. Halkett goes to the ground. Hibs, no changes for either side so far in this game, keeping things as they are. You'd expect Hibs will make some changes at some point if things stay the way they are. As said, they do have a weapon on the bench with Martin Boyle, but Alan Forrest has the opportunity here. Played all the way across towards Shankland. It's deflected. Mackay, what a great save from David Marshall. Outstanding save from Marshall there to keep things at 1-0. Hibs left wide open there. Poor from Porteous. Forrest has the ball, plays it all in across towards Lawrence Shankland. Shankland just stretches his foot out. Good save from Marshall. Shankland maybe should have done better. Barry Mackay is there for the rebound. And again, Marshall is quick to his feet to get on the end of that. It's going to be a corner to Hearts. Grant to take. Cleared by Porteous. Only as far as Mackay. Mackay takes a shot, goes to Shankland, who tries to turn on his left foot and volley it. And again, saved by Marshall comfortably. That's a great throw from Marshall there towards Campbell, and it's a great tackle in response by Rolls. Rolls now trying to advance forwards. Johan's there to deal with the danger. Wins a throw in the Hibs. Inspired bit of goalkeeping there. The first save is excellent with his feet. It's a kick save. And then the next one with his hand, that is absolutely brilliant. Some great goalkeeping on display by both Scotland goalkeepers this afternoon. A great save in the first half with Johan's header on Craig Gordon. And 2 excellent saves there by David Marshall. Keeping things at just 1-0 for Hearts. Johan on the ball gets to Kenna. Kenna all the way back to Porteous. The second half has exploded into life here. Rocky Bashiri. Bashiri to Cadden. Cadden pushes it forward towards Campbell. He's got space. He's taking on Rolls. He plays it back to Johan in support. Johan gets it to Newell in the box. Newell tries to control the ball. Hearts managed to deal with it only as far as Kenna. Kenna tries to pass the ball to Johan. Well intercepted by Boyce, who's came in deep and for support. Boyce still has the ball at the moment. Rocky Bashiri clears it only as far as Grant. Grant gets the ball towards Lawrence Shankland. And Shankland, does he have Boyce as an option in the box? He's going to take on Rocky Bashiri again. Tries to backheel it towards Barry Mackay. It's dealt with well. Hearts still have the ball at the moment. Liam Boyce. Boyce now looking for his options. Barry Mackay. Mackay to Cochrane. It's a lovely ball from Cochrane towards Grant. And it's well dealt with by Ryan Porteous. But it is given anyway as an offside call. Hearts looking to try and seal the deal here. Get this game, get this win over the line for them. Good defended by Porteous, but it was, of course, in vain given the offside call. Marshall to take the free kick in the box, practically a goal kick. Robbie Nielsen will be happy with his side's response to the second half so far. Just 5 minutes in. Ball's played all the way up towards Halkett back towards Porteous. By Mackay on the ball now. Mackay. Got a lot of space on that left-hand side. He's got Forrest in support. Forrest is in the box. He's played all the way across. And nobody is in the middle to get on the end of it. He's out for a throw-in on the far side for Hibs. Okay, Mackay and Forrest, they are starting on opposite wings to each other, but it does appear Forrest does come in with Mackay for support. Working well for them so far. Mackay has been the main danger. The two are potentially the most dangerous players for Hearts. Martin Boyle appearing to looking on. Potentially, as I said, looking to see his involvement in this game at some point today. It's on the near side. It's Kenai clears the ball towards Yuan. Yuan tries to get the pass towards Melkerson. Melkerson's not aware of it. Mackay sweeps up, but his touch is poor, and Newell gets the ball now. Hibs advancing forward. Cadden to Yuan, and Yuan's just too fast for the pass there. Well intercepted by Corcoran. It's by Mackay. Mackay tries to play the ball towards Shankland. It's well dealt with by Rocky Bashiri. Swept up by Haring in the midfield. He heads it towards all the way back to Bashiri. The ball's played long at the moment. Bashiri needs to try and deal with this. Boyce is there to cause some issues, and Bashiri does manage to deal with it. Gets it long, only as far as Rolls. Rolls plays it all the way, and a lone ball. This time picked up by Chris Cadden of Hibs. To Marshall. Marshall looking to play it long, but opts to play it short to Rocky Bashiri. Bashiri to Ryan Porteous. Porteous now advancing forward. He's got Cabrera on the left. Plays it forward towards Ewan Henderson, but the pass is poor, and it's all the way out for a goal kick to Hearts for Craig Gordon to take. The changes are now being strung by Hibs. Looks like Christian Doidge is going to come on. See if he can make a difference for Hibs this afternoon. He's not on just yet. Well, still on this goal kick. Craig Gordon to take. We should see him in the next stoppage of play. Interesting to see who he will go off for, because Yuan has, I think, had a decent game so far. Hearts have the ball at the moment. Liam Boyce. Boyce to Grant. Grant takes a shot, and it is miles wide towards the right, wide and high into the away end. Hearts, of course, stacking the right-hand side where they are playing right into their travelling support, who didn't have to travel far today, but they have certainly came in their numbers, filling up that full stand today. And Yuan is going to stay on the park. It's going to be Elias Melkerson who comes off for Christian Doidge, the Welshman, to see if he can make the difference, and that will prove in a difference in shape. Melkerson more of a skillful midfielder. Christian Doidge more of a target man, perhaps dropping Yuan further into the middle or playing the two up front. We're yet to see. Cadden on the ball at the moment, plays it towards Yuan. Yuan drops it down to Campbell. Campbell contests for that ball. Cochrane's there, falls, wins a foul. Craig Halkett to take. As I said, it's interesting to see what shape Hibs will play now. Looking like it's a two up front, two strikers, Yuan and Doidge. Gordon to take this free kick following the offside. It's going to go towards the right-hand side. Well, there's Liam Boyce, but Porteous is there. Goes to Kenna to Newell. Newell is there to deal with it. Gets to Yuan. Yuan again causing issues with the Hearts back line. But Hearts are able to deal with it. It's Michael Smith. Smith now. Smith tries to play it forward. It's out for a throw-in to Hearts, which Michael Smith will take. On this near side, closest to the opposing, or the both teams' dugouts. Smith now to take. Takes a long. Campbell's there to meet. It goes all the way out for a throw in practically the same position. Michael Smith's going to make a few yards on it. And Hibs half. Played back. It's Smith who's going to try and switch the play towards Mackay. A poor pass. Cadden's there to intercept. Gets to Campbell. Gets it all the way back to David Marshall. Marshall is going to play it forward now. It's flicked on well. Yuan, can he get control of the ball? He can't. Rolls is there to meet. But his clearance goes as far as Kenner. In the midfield for Hibs. He's fouled by Liam Boyce. And it's Newell now to take the throw, or the free kick even. Rocky Bashiri. Bashiri to Cadden. Cadden back to Rocky Bashiri. To Porteous. And the ball's played forward. It's a great pass towards Cabrera. Can he get the option in the middle? It's played all the way across. And there's no Hibs man to get on the end of that there. With a great little bit of play there. It did open up for them. A decent ball from Cabrera, you have to say. It's a great pass from Joe Newell. And there's just nobody there. Yuan is sitting at the back post, but he's just too far away to do anything with that. And Rocky Bashiri is fouled there by Alan Forrest. Going to be a free kick at the halfway line for Hibs. Rocky Bashiri to take. Is he going to opt to go long? He tries to make a few yards out of that. The ball was still moving there when he took the free kick, but just managed to get it stopped to take the free kick. Newell now. Newell towards Henderson. Henderson looking for the options. Halkett's there. Good defending from Hearts. And Hibs have the throw on the near side with Newell to take. Newell tries to take it quickly, similar to Cochrane in the first half, but much less successfully done. Kenner to Newell. Newell cross into the box. It's away only as far as Kenner. Kenner can't control it. Boyce there to support. And Hoggy Grant now has the ball advancing forward. Grant to by Mackay. Skips past one Hibs man. Plays a lovely direct pass. It's just too much towards Lon Shanklin. Goes all the way back to David Marshall. Marshall rolls it out to Newell. Newell to Cabrera. Cabrera to with Henderson in support. He's going to play it back to Cabrera. Cabrera with space on the left-hand side again. Does he have options in the box? He's going to cross it towards Yuan. Well defended by Cochrane. He flicks it out for a throw in on the far side. Yuan to take. Yuan's going to take it quickly. He's got Campbell in the middle. Campbell looking for his options. Gets it to Cadden. Cadden back to Campbell. Good tackle there by the Hearts man, but the player is going to play on. Hibs still have the ball at the moment. Porteous all the way back towards Joe Newell. Newell across to Cabrera. Cabrera whips in a great cross to Doidge, but it's just too much for Doidge to be able to control it. Liam Boyce now for Hearts. Herring towards Michael Smith. Smith plays a long ball, but it's to absolutely nobody. And David Marshall now has possession of the ball again. It's Porteous. Porteous puts the ball out of play. It appears that there is an injury on the field. Martin Boyle warming up, getting ready potentially for his start, his first return to Easter Road in just 7 months, to be fair, 7-8 months. Hibs rather cleverly put a buyback clause. It's undisclosed exactly how much Hibs did pay on that buyback clause. They did, of course, sell him for £3 million to Al Farali in Saudi Arabia. The 29-year-old finds himself back. He did still finish Hibs' top goal scorer despite leaving in the January. Just goes to show the poor second half of the season that then Jack Ross' side had. It was then Sean Maloney's side, and it didn't last very long in the job, Sean Maloney. They have made a number of new signings. It is Josh Campbell that is down injured from that tackle by Peter Haring. They did make a number of new signings, Hibs. Of course, Aidan McGeady isn't in action today. Martin Boyle. The training vest is off for Martin Boyle, and it looks like we might be seeing his introduction just now. I'm sure that will be a welcome boost for the Hibs support. Josh Campbell, however, hobbling off injured. He'd maybe like to have made his debut, coming on off the bench in better circumstances than one of his teammates hobbling off. But regardless, it's his turn now to make the difference for Hibs this afternoon. Can he change the game for them? That really is the question. Of course, he was in very high stock when he did leave Hibs back in January. That 14 goals, and he is going to come on now. Josh Campbell hobbling off injured, and it is number 77, Martin Boyle, the Australian international, who returns to Easter Road. And can he make that difference for them? He really would be a hero if he could salvage this for Hibs this afternoon. 62 minutes played here on the commentary hub. Hibs 0, Hearts 1. Another change. Michael Smith coming off for Atkinson for Hibs. And yeah, another change with Toby Sibic coming on even for Michael Smith. Michael Smith, he's had a good afternoon, but you do need to start looking at legs and energy now as you're getting into the later stages of the game. Alan Forrest also coming off. Had a quiet game for Atkinson. Nathaniel Atkinson. And here we go. This really is now or never for Hibs if they want to try and get something out of this game. They're pushing everybody forward. David Marshall rolling the ball out, looking for his options, pushing everybody forward. It's lumped all the way towards Deutsch. Deutsch down to Cabrera. Cabrera, no, just too quick there towards Cabrera. And the loose ball, Cabrera tries to recover to, results in a foul. And it's going to be a booking for Cabrera, the left back, who they signed recently on a free transfer, playing at Dinamo Zagreb last year. Fouls Liam Boyce. That's a couple of nasty ones that Liam Boyce has been on the end of, quite similar to that he took from Porteous earlier on in the game. Marian Cabrera. Boyce is down injured at the moment. We'll wait to see if he does recover. And Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcast partners for the season: JDAC Football, JB Sports, and Storm FM. And Commentary Services would also like to thank our official streaming partner when we do stream games live, which we often do. And that streaming partner is Melon. Visit their website, www.melonapp.com. And Boyce is up again. Recovered from that rather aggressive tackle, which Cabrera received a booking for by John Beaton. It's going to be Sibic to take the long throw. Sibic now playing at right back. Martin Boyle and Haring contesting for the ball. Haring using his height to get there. Rocky Bashir tries to advance the ball forward as far as Haring. Ball's on the left-hand side now with Cochrane. Cochrane hits it off of Rocky Bashiri and out for a throw-in. Cochrane believes there may have been a handball there. The referee waves play on. Throw-in at the far side. Cochrane get a bit of back and forth there with the Hibs fans. I say back and forth. He is getting things thrown at him. And we just got something thrown at his head there. We don't want to see that. We do not want to see, there's a lighter just thrown on there, a bag of chips. And he did get struck in the head by something there. Difficult to see what it was, but he did go and hold his head there. And the referee's going to have to figure out exactly what to do with that, because he is going to have to try and take that throw, or one of the Hearts players is. And the fans behind just behind there on the far side. I'm not going to let him. Temper's boiling here at Easter Road. And he's going to go back to try and take the throw. There's a lighter on the side of the park there as well. It appears the Tempers have calmed down a bit there. Cochrane able to take this throw now. He takes it to Mackay, flicked in and headed away by Porteous. All the way back. Hearts push forward. Boyce and Cabrera are going to contest for the ball, but it manages to go out for a goal kick for David Marshall to take. David Marshall looking for the ball at the moment. He managed to get it there. And this game has, after an explosive start to the first half, settled down a bit more, which will suit Hearts right down to the tee. But for Hibs, they need a bit of energy to push themselves forward here. And here he is, Martin Boyle, first touch of the ball towards Cadden. Cadden's poor touch, well tackled by Cochrane. Well cleared. It looked as if when Cadden took that touch there, Cochrane managed to get the ball away. Cadden believing there may be a foul involved there, but Beaton doesn't see that. And we carry on here. In fact, Beaton he blew the foul there against Cadden, and that was what resulted in that free kick for Hearts, which Gordon is taking just now. Gordon all the way towards Shankland, well cleared by Bashiri. It's Cochrane on the left-hand side now, up next to Martin Boyle. Tries to get the cross, well covered by Martin Boyle. Boyle now, excellent touch pass by Mackay. Herring's there to recover. Again, Boyle showing a bit of that energy that we all know from him of last season, the first half of last season. Hibs have the ball now, it's in the air. Martin Boyle can't get his head onto that. Shankland is there to meet. Bashiri hits it out of play for Barry Mackay to take. Mackay gives it to Cochrane, who's going to play it on that, who's going to throw it from that far side again, but away from where he was previously struck. He plays the ball long towards Shankland, but it's well kept out by Rocky Bashiri, who tried to recover it, deflected off of Cadden there. See that out for a corner to Hearts. And Hearts really now, a goal would potentially end the game. Grant taking this corner just now. We'll wait and see what happens. He's trying to make a good delivery. The ball moved there as the corner was coming in, but it's went all the way to the far side for Hibs throw in on the near side to the main stand. Cabrera to take the left back, who's going to play it in the middle towards Rocky Bashiri. He's under a bit of pressure here, manages to get the ball away. And Herring on the ball now. Herring looking for his options. He's on the right. Perhaps trying to run the clock down. Cabrera can't get control of it. It's well done by Atkinson, who hits it off of Porteous and out for another Hearts corner. And the Hearts have the ball exactly where they want it in the last 20 minutes of the game here. Again, things have settled down from that quick start to the first half. Grant to take yet another corner for Hearts this afternoon. Grant to deliver. Is it in? Is it going to hit a Hearts man? It's going to hit a Hibs player. It's going to break away. Martin Boyle now. He skips past Atkinson. Mackay is there to meet. Almost a potential excellent chance there for Martin Boyle, but well played, well defensive play by Mackay to stop the break in its tracks. Cadden on the ball all the way back to Marshall. Marshall's going to try and switch it to the left-hand side with Cabrera. Cabrera to Henderson. Henderson plays a direct ball forward, well intercepted by Sibic. And there's a Hibs player, Rocky Bashiri, down on the far side. Trying to hold his head. Beaton decides to stop the play to check on him. difficult to see exactly what happened there. We're going to see a replay of it. It was Lawrence Shankland and Rocky Bashirian, and because Shankland's arm did strike him, didn't look particularly aggressive or forceful, but Bashiri was down for a good couple of minutes there following the contact. Rocky Bashiri, well, to say he's got off to a rocky start at Hibs would be an understatement. He, of course, had a half-decent loan spell, 6-month loan spell. Robbie Nielsen getting a booking there for potential protests. But yeah, Rocky Bashiri had a half-decent loan spell at the end of last season. Hibs wished him well at the end of the year, thinking that was his time at Hibs done, and then not realising that they had the obligation to buy on him, and eventually then had to announce him the next day because he played a certain amount of games, which resulted in them having to then announce that he was signing. Corner to Hearts. Cochrane there. His cross across the box being deflected out. Another corner for Hoggy Grant to take. It's the 9th corner of the game. Hibs having just 3 so far. Can they make the most of this corner this time? It's played in all the way. Porteous there to meet. Only as far as Barry Mackay, who gets it back to Grant. Can Grant get a good delivery this time? He's going to opt for the shot. Marshall gets a save on it, but really should be doing better there. It goes straight to him. And he was very lucky that the rebound didn't fall to a Hearts man. Otherwise, Hibs might have found themselves 2 goals down here. Grant perhaps subverting expectations there, cutting inside and opting for the shot that time, maybe putting David Marshall off. Should have been a comfortable save for him. And he was lucky that the deflection, or the rebound even, did not result in a Hearts man getting on the end of that. It did fall to Porteous in the box. Boyle clears from the resulting throw-in from Cochrane, but it only pushes Hearts back a bit further. Again, Hearts have exactly what they want here. They have the ball. They have it in Hibs' end of the field. Cochrane's poor throw goes towards Boyle. Boyle does a great pass towards Yuan, who, again, great hold-up play from Yuan there. He's in the middle of the park now, letting the space and the Hibs players push forward. They're trying to get the ball back to Martin Boyle on the right-hand side. Can he work a bit of magic here? He's going to take on Barry Mackay. He's going to try and cut inside. Brilliant defending from Peter Haring there. Rocky Bashiri there to meet Peter Haring, and there's a bit of back and forth there between Lawrence Shankland and Rocky Bashiri yet again. Beaton blows for a foul. Some aggressive tackling. Excellent challenge from Rocky Bashiri on Lawrence Shankland, and Shankland looks to put his boot down on Rocky Bashiri's face or his head. It's difficult to see there whether or not he was aware of where Rocky Bashiri was in that situation. But again, tempers really flaring, especially between Shankland and Bashiri this afternoon. It's been an interesting battle between those two. John Beaton trying the best that John Beaton can to deal with these kind of situations. And they're going to be up against it again as this throw-in, long ball from Craig Gordon following that free kick in Hearts' favour. As Atkinson tries to keep the ball in, but ends up giving it to Henderson. Henderson tries to get the ball to Doidge. Doidge, just too many men, too many Hearts men close to him there, but manages to win the throw-in with Cabrera to take on the near side at the halfway line. Cabrera now to Porteous. Are we going to see another goal or 2 goals or 3 goals in the last 15 minutes of the game? 75 minutes played. Plus, obviously, we'll have added time as well. And it is still Hibs 0, Hearts 1 in the 331st competitive Edinburgh derby. Porteous hits it long, looking for Boyle. Can Cochrane get there? Boyle does get there towards Yuan. And Rose again is there to meet. Only it goes as far as Henderson on the right-hand side. That's a nice little ball, but just nobody's there in the middle. And Craig Gordon, too close to Craig Gordon, who's there to meet. He gets that, rolls that out quickly towards Sibic. Sibic to Boyce. Boyce tries to skip past Kenna. He can't do it. Newell has the ball now. Newell, again, they're looking for Martin Boyle yet again. Martin Boyle is able to get that ball from Newell. He does. He's going to take on Cochrane. He's got Newell back in support in the middle. But he's trying to look for another option. He has Rocky Bashiri, who's advanced forward a bit. Plays it all the way back to Porteous. Porteous back to Bashiri. We're in Hearts half at the moment. To Joe Newell. Newell tries to play a cross ball towards Doidge, and it's just not good enough. Hearts are able to deal with that. Tries to get the ball towards Shankland from Peter Haring. Haring's down at the moment, holding his head. He did throw himself into that one there to try and get the ball. Beaton stops the play. Joe Newell, a bit of a cynical challenge there by Joe Newell, but referee sees nothing in that. And we play on here. Hibs looking like they just need that opportunity, that first shot on target the second half, which they haven't had so far. They need to try and at least get a chance in the last 15 minutes plus added time of the game. Substitution, Cammy Devlin coming on for Jorge Grant, who's had a decent afternoon in the midfield for Hearts. It's going to be a free kick again for Gordon to take. About halfway into Hearts' own half. He's going to play it long towards Boyce. But Atkinson's there to meet. Boyce has the ball. Good play there by Atkinson. And it's going to be played in across the box, and David Marshall is there. It's very close to David Marshall's goal, was near post. That ball in across the box there. And it's well dealt with. Hibs have the ball now. Ryan Porteous. Porteous. He's going to try and direct it long towards Joanne. Joanne, can he get the ball this time? Yes, he can. But he's well dealt with by Halkett, who's had a solid afternoon so far. It's Atkinson now. Skips past one, skips past two, gets a pass to Barry Mackay. Mackay plays it on the right-hand side towards Liam Boyce. Liam Boyce has Shankland at his back post. He plays it short. He takes a shot. And Atkinson takes a shot there. And he scuffs it away wide. An excellent opportunity there. Liam Boyce, lots of space on the right-hand side. He's got Shankland there at the back post. But Atkinson's in a lot more space. He manages to get the pass. It's a clever little pass towards Atkinson. Atkinson just needs to maybe take his time a bit more. And it actually hits off of Rocky Bashiri, so it is out for a corner. Another corner for Hearts to take. Barry Mackay this time to deliver. Now that Jorge Grant is off the field. Mackay takes. Porteous goes down in the box, and the referee, John Beaton, does blow for a foul against Ryan Porteous. Free kick to Hibs. Going into the later stages now, and things should be getting desperate for Hibs now to try and push in. Well, really now you're looking at for Hibs to get an equaliser more than anything else. Noah Kenna's going to come off for Jake Doyle-Hayes. Noah Kenna, who didn't have a particularly bad game in the midfield for Hibs this afternoon, looking like a okay acquisition, a decent acquisition for Hibs. The thing about it is that Hibs, most of their players haven't played particularly badly today. They just struggled to make chances and make the possession when they have had it count. Martin Boyle on the ball now. Boyle to Doyle-Hayes. Back to Boyle. Boyle to Rocky Bashiri. Bashiri to Ryan Porteous. Porteous to Joe Newell. Newell to Doyle-Hayes. Back to Boyle on the right-hand side for Hibs. He's going to try and take on Barry Mackay and Haring. Gets back to Doyle-Hayes. That's a great ball across. And it's dealt with by Atkinson. It's going to be a corner to Hibs. And this is the moments that they need to try and make count here at Easter Road. 10 minutes to go. Hibs 0, Hearts 1. Can anybody step up and be the hero for either side this afternoon? Or will it end in Lawrence Shankland being the hero with his 22-minute opener? Doyle-Hayes to take the corner. Hayes to take. He delivers. Gordon's out, punches it away, and it sort of winds backwards away from Gordon and out for another corner for Doyle-Hayes to take. Going to get a better delivery this time than the first time around. In fact, it's Henderson that's going to be taking it this time. You have some physical players in the middle of the park. Can they make them count? Henderson at the back post. Rocky Bashir was at the back post there, and it is given as another corner, I believe. Christian Doige even also contesting there. That ball across. It's a great ball in, and there's not much they can do with it, but it did deflect off a Hearts man. It's going to be Joe Newell who's drawn the short straw of taking the corner this time. Newell takes. Can he get a chance away? And Gordon's there to collect it very comfortably. He's had a good afternoon so far, Craig Gordon. The captain, of course, of Hearts. And Hearts will be looking forward in a couple of weeks' time to playing in their Europa League playoff game. Looking like it will be against Zurich if Linfield can manage a recovery from the first leg of their game. It may be Linfield, but almost certainly it's looking like it'll be FC Zurich. They play a chance in the Europa League group stage. Regardless, they'll have that conference spot to look forward to. Hibs on the ball now. It's played across. Well defended by Royals. And it's Peter Haring now. Good play by Newell to try and get in front of Haring, but his tackle ends up out at the far side for a Hibs, for a Hearts throw in even. Cochrane to take. And really now for Hearts, it's about shutting the game down, about calming things down and seeing this out. They might look for that clinching goal even. Poor play by Rocky Bashiri. Boyce now in the middle of the park. Hearts have a break of play now. Atkinson. He's trying to get Shankland on the run and just can't get the pass right to Shankland. It goes all the way out for a goal kick. David Marshall is going to be taking that as quick as he can. Liam Boyce is down with cramp. Of course, when your team are winning, with about 10 minutes or so to go, you will naturally start getting cramp, as we've seen from every team. But to be fair, he did take a bit of a sore one from Rocky Bashiri there. Seemed to get maybe a bit more than cramp. I don't know if Bashiri made any contact on him there. It's difficult to tell. But if he just overstretched his leg a little bit there. He's hobbling a bit. Liam Boyce, who again has had a good afternoon. Good hold-up play. Good play in the middle of the park for Liam Boyce. Robin Nielsen. Minutes away from getting yet another win in the Edinburgh Derby to make it 8 games without defeat to Hibs, the Edinburgh rivals. For Hibs, they need to try and figure out how to beat Hearts again, because it is getting to a stage where it will be nearly 3 years since they beat them if they don't get a win today, which is looking less and less likely. Peter Haring on the ball now to Rolls. Rolls tries to play it all the way. Nobody's there. So David Marshall picks up the ball comfortably. Rocky Bashiri now. Bashiri to Cadden, to Doyle Hayes. Hayes back to Rocky Bashiri. To Ryan Porteous. Porteous cross ball to Cadden. Cadden to Martin Boyle. Martin Boyle has got Yuan and support at shot, but he tries to cross. He's still got the ball at the moment. He goes down and it's given as a free kick in a very dangerous position just on the edge of the box at the far side for Hibs to take. And really now it's time for someone for Hibs to stand up and be counted here. Foul there by Peter Haring drags down Martin Boyle as he's advancing in the box. He does actually receive a booking for his troubles as well. Peter Haring, midfield. Man the midfield for Hearts today. Again, another player who's had a decent afternoon so far. Hibs to take. This is an important one. Joe Newell, left-footed to swing in, or Henderson, right-footed. Pick your poison. Henderson and Newell over the ball. Henderson to take. He delivers it in, goes across, and it's deflected away. Tony Sibbick's going to try and keep it in on the far side, but he doesn't. So Hibs have the throw in there, and Hearts attacking third at the near side. Cabrera to take. There's another ball on the field. Boyce not in any hurry to get that off. Henderson, Doyle Hayes even certainly is. That's going to be a long one for Cabrera to take. Can he make the most of that? It deflects off of Devlin. Great little pass from Boyle towards Doidge, and it's just too much there. Craig Gordon is there to pick that one up. Craig Gordon, who's shown his stature today, who's been out for most of the crosses and corners, and of course made that crucial save in the first half. Excellent effort from Yuan, which could have seen Hibs and should have seen Hibs equalise, but for a stunning save by Craig Gordon, the veteran goalkeeper. Ball's out for a throw-in on the far side. Hearts looking to make another change, and it's going to be Andy Halliday who comes on to see the game out. Perhaps Peter Haring coming off. We'll have to wait and see. Hibs have the ball at the moment. It's David Marshall. Marshall to Cabrera. Cabrera now plays it towards Doyle Hayes. Hayes to Porteous. Porteous to back to David Marshall. Marshall now to Rocky Bashiri. Bashiri looking for his options. He's going to go long. Plays it all the way across towards Cabrera. That's a great pass. And Cabrera now taking on Atkinson. Gets the ball in. And again, straight at the grateful arms and hands of Craig Gordon, who gets it out quickly to Barry Mackay on the left-hand side. He's going to take on Rocky Bashiri. Bashiri plays it all the way across to Lawrence Shankland. Shankland gets the ball. He's looking for his options. He tries to get it in the middle towards Boyce. Well intercepted by Porteous. Porteous' clearance hits off of Devlin in the middle of the box. Beaton says handball. Handball is given. Free kick to Hibs in their own box. Andy Halliday looking like he's going to be coming on now. We'll wait and see who he's coming on for. And it is going to be Liam Boyce he's coming off for. Hearts opting for a bit more steel in the midfield. See this game out with Andy Halliday, former Rangers man. And can he help Hearts see out what would be a massive win to make it 6 points from 6 to open the season? They usually do start the season quite well, Hearts, and often fall away, but could this be the time that they push on this season and compete against the big two in Scotland, Celtic and Rangers? However, they need to see out this game first. Doyle Hayes on the ball now. Gets it to Cadden, back to Doyle Hayes. He's advancing in the midfield. He's caught out a bit there. Devlin tries to get the ball off him, and Beaton blows for a foul. Doyle Hayes takes it quickly towards Henderson. Henderson managed to keep the ball in. He's got Martin Boyle in support. Plays an excellent pass towards Martin Boyle. And Cochrane there with an outstanding challenge to stop Boyle in his tracks. And he plays the ball forward towards Shankland. Shankland tries to get a good touch on that. It's poor touch, and Rocky Bashiri is able to see it out for a throw-in in Hibs half. He gets it back to David Marshall. It really is do or die now for Edinburgh Hibernian in the Edinburgh derby. Porteous now. Porteous to Henderson. Henderson skips past 1, skips past 2. He tries to advance the ball forward towards Martin Boyle, and again, Craig Gordon is there to meet. Gets the ball out to Atkinson quickly. Atkinson's going to push it forward to Mackay in the midfield. Mackay goes down. Beaton blows for a foul. We're going to have 5 minutes of added time. We're just into 90 minutes now. 5 minutes for Hibs to try and get an equaliser here, for Hearts to try and kill the game. It's going to be Halkett to take this free kick to Mackay. Mackay to Atkinson. Mackay fouled again by Ewan Henderson. And again, beating blows for a foul, not too far from the original foul, just about a minute or so ago. And I think Henderson is going to land himself in the book here. Again, it's a cynical foul from Ewan Henderson to bring down Mackay. Mackay's going to make the most of staying on the ground to eat up the remaining few minutes of the game. And for Hearts then, as I said, this is a big win if they do manage to get it. 6 points from 6, joining level with Celtic and Rangers. Celtic, of course, top on goal difference, but some would argue is there any point in looking at the league table just 2 games in. Civic to take the long free kick. It's going to go towards Shanklin, but it's well dealt with. Rocky Bashiri clears all the way towards the halfway line. It's out for another throw in for Hearts to eat up a few remaining minutes of the game. It's Civic who's going to be taking his time with this throw in here. He's going to play it long towards Shanklin again. Dealt with by Porteous. Devlin's there to pick it up. Doyle Hayes again picks up the loose ball. Back to Rocky Bashiri, who lumps it forward to Johan. It's not dealt with. And Martin Boyle now tries to get a bit of Cochrane, and Cochrane's there to quickly get that out for a throw in to Hibs. Cadden to take. Cadden to Johan. Johan now looking at Cadden again. Plays it back to Rocky Bashiri. Hibs really need the ball in Hearts' box now. They really need to try and get a shot on target. Would probably help. Doyle Hayes to Martin Boyle. Boyle to Doyle Hayes. Doyle Hayes to Joe Newell. Is he going to try and get the ball in the box? He's got Doyle Hayes in support again. He's going to whip in across. Johan there with the header. Goes and hits off of Rose, and Hearts are able to clear the ball all the way back to David Marshall. Marshall now is going to lump the ball back forward again. We're coming into the 94th minute. It hits to Boyle. Boyle, he's got the space. Can he take the shot? And it trickles out wide for Hibs and Martin Boyle. That would have been the hero's return if he managed to get that there. It's a great ball all the way to him. And it's deflected out and it just trickles wide. It's going to be a corner now for Henderson to take. Can Hibs save the game and save their day here? 93 minutes on the clock. Henderson to deliver. It's in the box. It's cleared away. Atkinson's going to be there to try and pick up the loose ball, but it goes out for thrown in the far side for Hibs in a dangerous position. We're going to take it quickly. We've still got the men in the box. Doyle Hayes all the way into the box. Hits to Henderson in the back post. Henderson takes a shot. Deflected in. Rocky Bashiri! Oh, what a miss! That was the moment. That was it for Hibs to equalise. And Rocky Bashiri just wasn't able to get it on target. It lands for him so gratefully. He's got a lot of time there to try and get that into the goal, and he just hits it all the way over. And looking at the chance there for Martin Boyle, excellent touchdown. And it deflects off of Craig Halkett. Deflects off his hand by the looks of it, but his hand is on the ground. It doesn't look deliberate. What an excellent opportunity. 2 excellent opportunities there for Hibs to try and equalise in this game. And they've only got 40 seconds left to try and get another one here. Has the final chance for them already came, or do they have one more left in the locker? Johan, it's on to Martin Boyle. Boyle back to Johan. Johan now tries to skip past. Can he get it across to Martin Boyle? He's done it! He saved the day for Hibs. He's back in green and white. It's Martin Boyle. What a return. And it just felt written in the stars for Martin Boyle to come back and save the day for Hibs. They've managed to get the equaliser. We've just hit 95 minutes here at Easter Road. And it is going crazy at Easter Road. What a excellent goal there for Martin Boyle. What a way to mark your return. They just came back yesterday. They just announced him yesterday again. It's great hold-up play there from Johan, as he's been doing all day. Martin Boyle feeds off him. He skips past the Hearts player, back to Martin Boyle, who has a clinical finish into the back of the net. Great play there from Joanne to skip past Craig Halkett. And he manages to gratefully find it to the feet of Boyle, who has an opportunity then from 6 yards to put it in the back of the net. And is that the goal that saves Hibs' game? Hearts will feel disappointed that they weren't able to try and hold on to it. And at the very last kick of the ball, by the looks of things, they've managed to salvage the point here. And I believe that might be full time, or we're going to get kick-off here. 96 minutes on the clock now. I assume we're going to have another couple of minutes left of the game due to that goal. Or are we going to get that? No, we're not. That's that here in Edinburgh. It's a share of the spoils. Realistically, Hibs played well enough to deserve a point from the game. Hearts just had to try and see it out at the end, and they struggled to at the end. Really, the first opportunities for Hibs came at the end of the game. An excellent chance for Rocky Bashiri, where he just headers it wide. And then at the end of the game, of course, who else was it going to be for Hibs this afternoon? It was going to be Martin Boyle, just a day back in Leith, and he manages to salvage the result. Of course, 1 each here at Easter Road. I think man of the match does have to go to Martin Boyle, who changed the game for Hibs in the second half, late on in the second half. They were chasing the equaliser for most of the game following Lawrence Shanklin's 22-minute opener. And then in the 95th minute, Martin Boyle came back to save the day for Hibs. It's a share of the spoils in the derby. It's full time here at Easter Road. Hibs 1, Hearts 1.